Hunters kill around 200 million animals yearly in the United States. Non-hunters kill more than 55 billion. 365 million vertebrates are killed by vehicles in the United States every year. Now, I have to assume that that number is low because the data indicates that these are large animals. Also, I know anytime that I've accidentally ran over a rabbit or a groundhog or a skunk or something like that, I've not called it in to report it. And I know I see those critters on the side of the roads all the time. And I'm sure those people aren't calling to report them either. So 365 million plus are killed by vehicles in the United States. But the death count with vehicles doesn't just stop with vertebrates. Bugs count too, right? If you don't think so, please share why. I would imagine if all animals could talk, that you could ask a cow, a bear, a mouse, and a cockroach who wanted to die, there would be 0 volunteers. So if we include our little bug friends, it's estimated that 32.5 trillion of them are killed every year by vehicles. Of those, it's estimated that 9.3 billion are butterflies and 24 billion are bees. Those are pollinating insects that we're killing. That matters, right? But are we going to stop driving? The food industry in the U.S. alone kills 8 billion chickens, 41 million cows, calves, sheep, and lambs, 3.5 billion fish, and 43 billion shellfish, for a total of 48 billion animals every year in the United States just for our food. Now, this fact is interesting here. There are 20 million additional farm animals that die before they even get to be made food. So they're animals that are supposed to be food, but they die before they can be made into it. I imagine a lot of these goes to feed our cats and our dogs. Do you ever wonder where their dog food comes from or why it says not for human consumption? I think that's probably why. But vegetarians have a role to play as well. It's estimated that around 7 billion animal deaths yearly are caused by agriculture. So the corn and the soybeans, fruit and vegetables, the work necessary to make those, to prep the ground, to plant and to grow the product, the process of harvesting the product, all of that kills 7 billion or more animals every year. Factor in our insect friends into that, and the estimate is 3 quadrillion, almost a number too high to fathom. So let's put all those totals together. Vehicles, food industry, agriculture, all of those non-hunting related activities result in 55.3 billion animal deaths every year. You include insects, and again, we get up to the crazy astronomical number of 3 quadrillion. I can't even fathom that. That's not related to hunting. Estimates are between 100 and 200 million animals for hunting-related activities. And let's just for good measure add 100 million on top of that for poaching or for people who they kill an animal by wounding it and they don't find it. So we'll say 300 million. That still pales in comparison to the 55.3 billion that are killed by the non-hunting related activities. If animal life is a top priority for you, then change the things that you focus on to make a difference there. Vehicles alone kill more animals than hunting. But I have yet to hear people wanting to boycott vehicles or to make changes to how we drive them so it's safer for animals. So for my vegetarian and vegan friends, count only agriculture-related and vehicle-related animal death, not insect. That's 7.3 billion. So unless you don't drive, and you don't support any form of transportation other than walking, and when you walk very slowly and cautiously to ensure that you're not stepping on any living thing, and you grow your own produce without insecticides, then you are supporting activities that kill billions of animals every year. Quadrillions if you include insects. Here's another interesting fact to think about. Pest control in the U.S. already this year, as of the time of my doing this video in November 2022, $20.4 billion pest control industry in the U.S. That's crazy. Even if you just associated one animal per dollar, that's an additional 20.4 billion animals there. Also, something else worthy to think about. The neighborhood cat lady. And everybody likes cats. Lots of people like cats. Not everybody, but cats are killers. They kill over 8.5 billion animals yearly, it's estimated. They're 100% carnivores. I'm sure you've found the little bird or the little mouse that your cat's left you at the doorstep. They just like to kill stuff. Also, anybody who mows their yard or has their yard mowed, you're killing bugs, mice, moles, snakes. Every year, every time that somebody mows, critters are getting killed. Now, videos that I usually get the most negative feedback for are when I kill a bear, a coyote, a bobcat, or something like that. And I find that really interesting as well, because these animals kill other animals for a living. So especially bobcats and coyotes. Coyotes alone are estimated to kill more than 300,000 head of livestock every year, and they cost around $232 million in livestock losses. Now that doesn't count the rabbits and the dogs and cats, raccoons, and whatever else the coyotes are killing. But people seem to have the most sympathy for these animals, more than deer, cows, or chickens, it seems, based on comments in my videos anyway. And why is that? Cows and chickens don't matter, but the predatory killer that lives by taking the life of other animals does matter? It's a problem when I live by taking the life of other animals, but it's not a problem when a bear does it. And people have even commented on some of my stuff. I wish the bear had a gun. Well, I would imagine the deer wishes that it had a gun so the bear wouldn't eat its babies. But let's just take humans completely out of the picture. Look at nature all by itself. I encourage anybody and everybody to follow Nature is Metal on Instagram. It's very graphic, but it shows the animal kingdom as it really is, not in the anthropomorphized manner that humans are typically so inclined to do. The animal kingdom is brutal. Most animals eat other animals. 63% of present-day animals are carnivores. But if you're still not satisfied, take the animals out as well. Just look at nature. Nature is the most efficient killer of all of us. There's no doubt that billions of mammals, amphibians, fish, birds, and insects are killed every year in natural disasters. Floods, earthquakes, fires, hurricanes, mudslides, volcanoes, tornadoes, you name it. Nature is a killing machine. Considering the facts, it looks like we all are.